Alright, figured I'd do a video. Looked all over YouTube and couldn't find information about this. It's Class 2 communications error, the U1000. It's a 2002 Trailblazer. I didn't have the typical crank no start on this one. This one I had the issue with four-wheel drive. After tearing it apart, calling a few other people, I went through the diagnosis. The four-wheel drive indicator had no lights whatsoever. So first I had a spare parts vehicle. Switched that out, thinking, quick, easy check. That wasn't it. Went underneath the dash, checked the fuses. Everything's checked out fine there. So after going through the schematic, underneath, down under the dash, there's this fancy box here. This is your four-wheel drive module motor. On this, what I did first was check to make sure I had power coming in. This is your live lead in from the battery. And then the black that's next to it, hidden right there, the first one, that is your ground. I had power coming in, but I had nothing coming out, either service A or service B, headed to the transfer case motors. So that gave me a pretty good signal. Also, when you look on here, let's see if I can get the light on it. This light green wire in the middle one, light green I think with black, that was the 5-volt supply, 5 or 8, I'd have to double check the schematic. That had no power coming out. So what that told me is this motor was fried. Had a spare one, so I changed that out. Indicator lights then come on. Also, they say when the U1000, you take this chip out, which sits right here underneath the dash. You pop the cover off of it, and you're supposed to be able to check across this. You're supposed to have 8-volt constants across this whole entire board. I had nothing. So what this was doing is it was shorting out, sending feedback here, and I was not able to communicate with my snap-on scanner and be able to read anything across the board. So changing this out, fixed everything. That is located both on the Envoy and the Trailblazer. It's down here on your left-hand side, down your vent. You'll see those plugs right there. You push that center tab and it'll pop out, and you run it right across the wires and it'll drop down by your feet to change it out. So hopefully this helps someone else out, being I wasn't able to find information and had a couple people for sources. It's actually not a bad job. It took about less than an hour to do. I guess happy findings, everyone.